Virgo, someone is watching you in silence, carrying guilt they don't know how to confess. This message isn't coming from confidence, it's coming from regret. Because this isn't over, but it's not coming back the way you expected. So, Virgo, the energy here is quite remorse paired with hidden observation. This is someone connected to you who hopes for forgiveness, but hasn't yet earned the right to ask for it out loud. Instead of direct communication, they're choosing distance, watching you from afar, looking you up, tracking your growth, studying how you moved on. This is not playful curiosity. This is regret mixed with longing. They're trying to understand whether you're still the same, whether they still matter, whether they missed their chance. And here's the twist, Virgo. Loyalty is the lesson here, not the offer. This connection is forcing a reckoning around who showed up when it mattered, who disappeared and now wants absolution, and who you can actually trust with your heart and your future. You may notice them orbiting your energy without stepping forward. That's because they know you value consistency, integrity, and emotional safety, and they're not sure they can meet you there anymore. This reading isn't about you choosing clarity. It's about you recognizing who is watching you rise and deciding whether forgiveness still includes access. Because yes, forgiving someone doesn't mean you have to give them access to you, but there's someone in the background that's trying to, well, sort of keep up with the Joneses, which is you are the Joneses, right? They are spying on you. This particular time, this is, by the way, your energetic checking for the 6th to the 13th of February. Happy upcoming Valentine's Day. I want to say congratulations to somebody, don't know why. I left you before you could leave me. This is a person who was scared to commit. You may have already moved on. That's why it's saying congratulations. I'm hearing the one congratulations on whatever you have acquired, achieved, the current state you're in. I'm not sure, but that's what it's saying. But this person has made rash decisions and now they are regretting it severely, right? They're waiting around because we've got the time card. They're waiting around to see, again, they're scoping out. Is Virgo single? Is Virgo dating somebody? They see the beauty that you are. They see how charming, graceful, and kind-hearted you are. And there's so much regret because they realize they lost a good one. So in this particular case, we may be reorbiting a person of the past. We are dissecting the energy of the person of the past. This is the cards where the cards are lenient towards. You may be still single, you may still be wondering how this person is doing. Maybe recently you've just gone into no contact with this person as well. So everyone, use your own discernment, is going to apply to a vast array of different situations. If you want a full-length video, go head on over to my YouTube channel because I cannot upload this on TikTok or Instagram. Lastly, making it rain, focus on the bag. Money is the mission. This is you. You are ravishing from within, particularly at this time, again, between the 6th to the 13th of February. Someone's birthday could be on the 13th of February as well, whether that's the person you're dealing with, someone around you. I don't know, this is what it's saying, right? So just double affirmation for some of you watching this reading. The random details I give out is just for you to pick out to see, okay, that resonates, that makes sense, therefore that means the reading is for you. And if the reading is not for you, as I mentioned, please stop commenting, it's not resonating with me, makes no sense, I'm single. That means you're not pertaining to this collective who resonate with the messages, and that's okay, right? Either find another reader or check out the video before, wait for the upcoming video. It's not, I'm not trying to make it rain and make it resonate with everyone to a T, right? We'll just read the cards here, that's all. Don't shoot the messenger. This person regrets lying to you and they wish they could share their good news with you. I feel like this was somebody, it could have been even friends with benefit situation where this person never committed and then you moved on and they sort of dwindled in the background. Now they wish that you were there for them. Now they wish that, you know, that friendship, you had that open line of communication still, and you don't because you moved on. You removed access from you, which is, I salute you for that. That's why I'm maybe saying congratulations. You stood your ground. You're no longer tolerating shady behavior. You're no longer tolerating disrespect or red flags, and I very much respect that. Virgo, you have immensely grown as a person and you have immensely grown spiritually. You've been through the ringer, yes. You've been through a very difficult situation, plural situations. So let me just move that out of the way. Let's get into the nitty-gritty, right? We'll look into tarot oracle cards. If you want a private reading, the link is in my bio. is 2 to 3 working day turnaround time, as I'm quite busy. Also, if you don't want to pay for a reading, although I do accept clear pay and partial payments because I know it's tough out there, I also accept donations from my Amazon wishlist. If you donate an item, despite of the value of the item, you still get 30-minute reading in return. For energy exchange purposes, I don't expect you to give me something for nothing, right? So just, you know, I can make use of any books, any decks, any oracle cards for the channel, and so many of you are tuning in. So anyhow, clarity. This person is coming from a place of integrity at this point. They may have changed. They may want to be loyal. But I'm hearing, is it like too little too late, right? They want the intimacy that you once shared. They want that sensual bonding and confiding in you. But you are releasing. You have been in this phase of purging and release. And I feel like some of you have sworn to yourself you will not look back in the past. You will not dabble with the past despite of what the past is offering. You have learned to discern that people don't change overnight, just like Rome wasn't built overnight. And you know that with this particular person, you waited for them to change time and time again. You waited for them to do the right thing. You believed in them. You had hope. And they have trampled all over your heart and your trust time and time again, right? So they may be coming from an honest place, but it's just like when you push somebody away so much, when they gave you so many chances, it's like there's nothing now they can do, I feel, to change your mind. And Virgo, you're a very meticulous person and you can be quite stubborn. You are very proud. You are very thorough. And when you give your word, you keep to your word, whether that's to yourself, to others, to people around you, right? So I, again, very much respect this energy. You have grown up, you have grown up, not to say when grown before, because you know this person ain't shit. Look, she's kicking a piece of trash. Literally, this person is a piece of trash to you, a bag of trash right now. Because they treated you like trash and now they expect to get the premium treatment from you when they treated you like nothing but trash or disrespected the relationship as if it was a piece of trash. I don't know, I'm hearing this very specific thing and sorry for my French, but this person in the past had treated you like a piece of shit at the bottom of their shoe. It's very vividly coming forward. Very, very arrogant energy. I don't know what they're supposed to be arrogant about because they ain't got a pot to piss in. This is what I'm sensing with this energy. They can be rather narcissistic. They don't have much money, or they just are very what's the word, somebody who splurges their money. They don't take care of their money. They don't make the right investments. You may even have screenshots that you still go through to see what this person said to you, what they did, just to remind yourself what it felt like to be degraded, humiliated, not seen, not loved. Or if you need to, and when they do reach out, go through them screenshots or them conversations that you still have saved from this person, just to remind yourself what type of energy you were stuck in, what type of pain and disarray there was. This is what it's saying, right? So yeah, you're just ignoring, you're just leaving this person on read, you're avoiding messages, giving the silent treatment. Why? Because they did that to you before. It's funny how karma comes around and tables turn. Literally, tables turn and karma has come around. This person is haunted. They're having flashbacks, memories. You are a side effect. They are addicted to you. They are now grateful for the spiritual lesson, but probably they're realizing with that oil stain, as I said before, this particular card, I tried to keep my cards very well kept. And I tried to keep my cards in their original boxes and cleanse them thoroughly. And this one, for some reason, has oil stains on them, which I said in the previous reading before. Once that oil stain is on this clean card, it will never be like this, right? Which means once something is tarnished, once the trust is broken, it's like a wine glass, right? You shatter it. You can't just glue it back together and make it look pretty. Because you came closer than anyone to this person, right? And sometimes they do stay awake thinking about you. And now they're realizing it was their fault, but they were blaming you. You may have been dealing with Aquarius here. I don't know why this message is coming forth as well for some of you. I want to congratulate you on your sobriety. Maybe some of you have decided to go the sober journey for whatever reason. So congratulations, double congratulations. It could be due to, not to say that you were by any means any type of addict or an alcoholic. Maybe you just want a clean life and you want to experience life in HD and be fully present. So I very much salute that. I myself am 100 days, coming up 100 days sober. Not that I had an issue with alcohol, I just don't want it. I just don't want it. It keeps my channeling better, my practice more clean and pure, so it's just not necessary, right? but just wanted to congratulate you. So the karma is balancing itself out. What's been done wrong onto you will be done wrong onto those who done you dirty. This is what it's saying. Justice is Libra energy. If I'm channeling too fast for you, that's why the captions are there, because I feel like some of you are about to complain I'm going too fast. I can't help it. If you want to get the most out of these collective readings, then this is how it is, right? Karma. Absolute karma. What a combination, right? The Wheel of Fortune and Justice. This is outright karma, combination for karma. Things are turning in your favor and things are being undone in your favor. What's been done onto you, again, will be done onto those in different ways. Just because someone cheated on you doesn't mean they're going to get cheated on, because I don't think they would care. They don't have that tenacity to care for that, but they may get punished in other ways. Karma, justice, karma doesn't favor anybody. Karma is blindfolded normally in Rider-Waite Tarot or other tarot decks, because she doesn't see, or it doesn't see. It judges you on the deeds that you've done by cause and effect. Every single decision you make now is a building block for your future, and sometimes it takes years for that karma to catch up. So some things that we may be suffering for today may have been done ages ago, and you think, why the fuck is all this happening to me? Why am I going through this? Is because something has been activated in the past that you may not be seeing. So some message very specifically are for some of you, the devil energy. You've been oscillating in this addictive tendency, but that addiction, see, sobriety came up, but for some of you it could be sobriety, for some of you it could be you're dealing with an addictive personality. For some of you, addiction is anything in excess. The devil energy is anything in excess, whether that's overworking, over-exercising, being overly jealous, overly anxiously attached, consuming too much corn, sugar even, you know, whatever it is. Something is keeping you feeling caged and stuck. It's like you cannot ever access the things that you want because something always gets in the way. You feel a caged animal at times. Might be dealing with a Capricorn. So got Libra, Capricorn. You may have Libra, Capricorn placements in your preliminary natal chart. Ascendant, Moon, Mars, Venus, you know. Oh, there's intimacy this week, Virgo. Someone is there is intimacy. Could be with a fire sign, Leo, in particular Aries, Sagittarius. Someone that's above the age of 35, strawberry blonde hair, green eyes, lighter complexion. As I say, it doesn't have to be. That's the literature reference to that particular card. They may have tattoos on their arms, like tribal tattoos, as that card did. Just, again, double confirmation for some of you. Well, the man, female, the female you're dealing with, if you're a man watching this, may have tribal tattoos of some sort. Native American is coming forth as well, so that might be some significance, whether you have the roots, they have the roots, you're interested in the culture, in the traditions and things like this. So Gemini energy here, but also this talks about life path altering decisions. There could be this penultimate nail in the coffin. After you reconnect with this person, you sleep together, and then you realize, I need to make a decision. Should I stay or should I go? Do I give them another chance? Yes, the intimacy is great. It is great. That's the only reason why you've been putting up with this probably for so long, because the intimacy is fascinating, it's great, it's pleasing. A very well endowed person you're dealing with potentially, because Ace of Wands is a phallic symbol. For Virgo females watching this, of course, or Virgo males dealing with males, whatever. Someone's got very high libido. Ten of Pentacles is actually an energy of decades-long commitment, legacy, being together for a long time, merging of families. This is the penultimate closing of a cycle, number 10, right? So there is the bit 6, 6, 2 6s. I believe the 2 6s is trickery. Well, let's have a look. Actually, 15, number 15 deducts to 6 as well. So 3 6s is success. 2 6s is actually irritability. Sorry, my son's playing COD online, so just ignore the noise. He is off school today as he's sick. I don't know what's going around there, but I still have to record, so ignore the noise. Nonetheless, right? I wanted to say also, this as this come about, I just want to highlight that some of you haven't been told enough that you're a great parent, or you will be a great parent if this is what you want. Pat yourself on the back because you've done the best and you're a great parent. I don't know why this is coming, but you come from a good family, really. Or you're trying to create a good family, because some of you may have lacked it. Leo energy again. Everything feels under control. This could also be talking about that you left the addictive, toxic, codependent, conditionally looping past behind, and you're embarked on a new journey with a new person because you chose them, and you were more compelled towards this person because they knew they will bring about more stability, or this is what you're choosing this week after that penultimate sexual encounter potentially. I feel like this will come about out of nowhere, or it could be the audacity of this person of the past to reach out to you and ask to meet you for sex. Whatever floats your boat, I would advise not to go there, because you're gonna exacerbate some sort of karmic cycle heading over towards you again. Some of you had made the decision to do the right thing and be with a person who is good for your nervous system, who makes you feel safe, maybe not your type on paper, maybe not packing that much heat downstairs, but so hey, so be it, right? As long as they please you, because the Six of Swords and the Strength talks about moving away from conflict, moving into more calmer state of mind, and Strength is about control, taming the beast, right? The beast, i.e. being demons, inner demons, because all we have to tame is ourselves. You have to be the better version of yourself that you were yesterday. That's how you triumph. That's how you win in life. You don't compete with nobody else, and you know this. Five of Pentacles. There could be some legal issues that you've been going through for quite some time, or dealing with, or this person is going through legal issues, or collaboratively you are going through legal issues. Someone could be looking somebody up on Google as well. You may have been trying to look up this person's criminal record on Google. They may have a criminal record, or it's advising, if you had any suspicions, to look them up on Google. I know in the UK you can't, this is just not possible to find anyone's criminal record unless it's on, like, you know, the database for sexual offenders. But, and I think in America you actually can look people up. So for some of you, that there is an advice or an energy coming through saying, do your due diligent research, look them up, look a person's name up. Sometimes it could be some articles come up. Maybe you even want to look this person up on one of those groups. Are we dating the same guy? Are we dating the same girl? I feel like, as I say, I do not dabble in that energy, because I feel like it's very toxic, but in some cases it may serve its purpose and protect somebody from dealing with a predator or an abuser, you know. But that's why Claire's law is in place. Angela, talk to Angela, or ask for Angela at the bar. Maybe someone had to do that before in the UK. That's, I don't know what it is equivalent in the country you're from, but it's just like when you're on a date and it's going off, or they're giving you creepy vibes, or something's wrong, you go to the bar to ask for Angela, where they call the police. Call the police if something's off. Obviously the bar staff will do that if something happened, but more so like escort you and get you a cab and let you leave that situation peacefully. So be careful, this may not happen this week as well, because with that Cups and the Devil energy, this could talk about over drinking. This could talk about a person trying to take control against your will. Not to say something's going to happen to you, but be very vigilant of people who are very forceful. Especially if you're a single female going out with your friends drinking, then the friends disappearing somewhere. It happens often. That's why that Angela message oddly come up, or whatever the equivalent is in your country, right? Because I'm sure there's something reinstated as such in every country to protect vulnerable people, or people that don't feel comfortable, because there's all sorts of bad people out there. And online dating just, you know, gives access to anyone and everyone to, you know, be put in a compromising position, because you may talk to a person and they appear really nice, but at the end of the day you don't know them personally. You don't know what they're capable of. Some people have been sleeping with the enemy, where you had been with a person for years and you didn't even know about their secret life, or what they were doing, or who they were speaking. There are men out there that have full-blown families with somebody else, and women don't know about this. You know, and a very dire generational sort of dire generation we live in when it comes to these things like commitment, marriages, and never last. It's more rare to see somebody who's been married for a long time than not, right? And people should really try to stick out together instead of jumping from person to person. It's rather demonic. But nonetheless, anyway, I digress. Some of you are keeping your options open sexually as well. And through that, you may find the one that you can have long-term commitment with if you are single. Of course, if you're dating around. Some of you, especially for Virgo females, you may meet an Aries or an older individual. But as I said, I'll be cautious, because this person is a chronic... Seven of Swords. You see 2 sevens. Is that news or is that intimacy? Let's have a look. Is it 2 sevens? 2 sevens is news, so expect some news this week. I feel like this could even be the person that wants you now is the person who had abused you in some way, shape or form, or may have even taken advantage of you when you have been intoxicated. Maybe that's why some of you had gone sober. I know this is very specific, but if it resonates with someone and it helps them, even if it's just the one person, my job is done here. So be very, very cautious. I know it's fun, I know it's alluring, I know the sex is great, but it's just not worth it. It's not worth you feeling confused after. It's not worth you being lied and deceived. This person comes in, over promises and under delivers. There's some sort of conflict, confrontations taking place. Some of you may have a confrontation with your father or grandfather or a father figure this week, so watch out for that, or theirs, like father-in-law or something like that. So I would say watch, I don't know why I'm saying watch your mouth, Virgo, because we have to respect our elders, although the elder may be very manipulative and maybe trying to deceive, lie or steal from you. There could be some issues surrounding family inheritance as well, where the elders are trying to take away from the children. So I don't know, some of you may be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, someone between the ages of 25 to 35, blonde hair, blue eyes, lighter complexion. There is progression. Some of you, in some cases, very specifically, some of you shouldn't be trusting a water sign, because this person may be entertaining multiple options. Now we have 3 threes. This is a triadic involvement. There could be a third person in the picture as well, or this is what happened between you and this person. There was a triadic involvement, right? And this is all becoming exposed, or it has become exposed. But by karma, nothing can be hidden. You know, people think they're smart. People think they can conceal and hide things from us. Eventually it all comes out, no matter how well you hide it, and it comes out in the most stupidest ways. You know, they think they're smart, they can hide, they can have 2 phones, or they can delete the messages, they can delete apps. I witnessed that before. Doesn't when your time comes, your time comes. That's why it's good to be a good person. That's why it's good not to lie, not to cheat. I try not to ever lie. I would never cheat, even I've been cheated on so many times. It's because if you lie, it's just like it's hard to keep up with the story that you told and how you extrapolated that story, because people always catch themselves out in their lies because you couldn't possibly remember all the lies you told and all the storylines you told. Harmony, find your balance. This week is about harmony. This week is about balance. That's right, with the Justice card, right? Solitude, find your beach. Some of you maybe need to pay a visit. Someone could be living near the beach as well, just FYI, but some could be 36 years old watching this. But also solitude, you are most grounded, most happiest and most at ease when you are in solitude. When you are by yourself, this is what you need to do in order to avoid any problems, any troubles, or in untoward people. Seek solitude. Nothing wrong with that. Seek your own company. This is where you're going to see the truth. Remember, sincerity, the truth, communication. Communicate your truth. Share and receive knowledge. Communication is coming, but you have to stand your ground and you have to speak your truth, and don't entertain somebody who you don't want back in your life. This is the most important thing. Whoa. Dreaming. Continue your manifestations as well. I feel like pay attention to your dreams, but also the miracles you've been dreaming of, they are in reach, or you have already reached the miracles that you have been dreaming of, or you just have this inner knowing. The film Knowing is coming to the forefront as well with Nicolas Cage. Maybe you need to watch it, maybe some significance, maybe you already have. I love that film. I love the scene with the airplane crashing. It's very uncanny. Let go. Let go. Deep down, you know that you have to let go of someone. You know that you have to break free and be spontaneous and do what you want to do. Like give somebody else a random chance. Go on a random date. Detach from the past as much as you can, because your dreams are big, but it's like people around you have stopped you from achieving them. People dragged you down. Forgive yourself. Forgive because you didn't know any better at that given point. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. That's it's all about. And a helpful person, someone wants to help you. Think of whom that may be and initiate contact. Yeah, so maybe you've been feeling like you need to reconnect with someone, particularly this week. So that may be the case. So reach out to that person who's been on your mind, because it's most likely that person has been thinking about you. For some, it could be a father figure or a grandfather, somebody who may have fallen out over family matters, inheritances, and divine magic. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. Miracles double confirm twice, and we got treasure chest here, Virgo. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. I love that. So expect some good news. There's a lot of magic around you. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay around to day-to-day blessings. You know, sometimes you get apathetic in life because you feel like you're not where you want to be or where you need to be, but you're missing the small little miracles. You're missing the small print somewhere, because from the small print comes the big print, right? The magic of the truth. Caution, secrecy, wary. And reclaiming your authenticity. Yeah, because back in the day, or back in this relationship, number 25 may be your significance, so August 25th may be your birthday, or September the 9th may be your birthday. I hope you had a wonderful birthday, by the way, but I feel like this is talking about you need to reclaim your authenticity by avoiding people that are secretive, that are caution, where you need to exert caution with particular people, right? This is, you just have to cut toxic people off, like end off. This is it this week. Cut toxic people off. This karmic cycle is trying to come back, and it's also saying Song of the Siren, the call summoning voice to acknowledge. You have the voice to speak, and you have the voice to express your opinion, your authentic self. Why are you dumbing yourself down because people hurt you? Why are you people pleasing at this point? You have to look after number one, which is yourself. Who gives a shit what this idiot from the past thinks or what they want? You got bigger and better things to focus on at this point. Be spontaneous. Do something you haven't been before. Find your voice. Do some throat chakra meditations. But anyway, thank you so much, Virgo. Take care now. Goodbye.